Hi guys, morning. So today, my videos seem to be going a bit long. So what I'm trying to do is just keep it within 10 minutes, hopefully within 12 minutes. Okay. So again, this video is made, based on the fact of helping guys, helping people out, companies, individuals, to start thinking how you can move forward, especially during this pandemic. Um, so a lot of like I said yesterday as well. There's like 800,000 people who've lost their jobs. There are people who've got no idea what they're gonna go forward and do. There are people who are stagnant. There are people who are not focused. There are people who just are hoping that they don't lose their jobs and things like that. So this video, which is lesson 3 today. So again, welcome to Learning with Lennie. So in lesson 3, what I just want to teach you is something very straightforward, something for you to think about yourself, and something for you to see yourself pushing yourself to the next level, or you can even say to the next movement of where you want to go. So sometimes it's all about how you think. Are you just waiting for something to happen, or are you the guy who's actually going to make things happen? Okay, so today my topic is you know POP, P-O-P, all right? So, what is POP? Okay, but the other thing that I'm also trying to tell you is you need POP in your life, okay? So, I've actually shortened it just to explain to you as well. So, the reason you need POP is because you got to pop yourself out of your comfort zone, you got to pop yourself out of being stagnant, you got to pop yourself out of what you want to do as well, okay? So, what is POP? So the first thing here is you got to be positive. Okay, so you got to understand that we've actually been having this pandemic since March of last year. So to be honest with you, you can't be feeling negative. Yes, you are negative. That's the logic of everything. The reality to it is everybody's negative about it, but we can't stop it, right? Yeah, we can't stop the pandemic. We can't stop COVID-19 from spreading. This it always takes two hands to clap. So if you want to blame the government, you can't really blame the government. You can't really blame the people, but you've got to have two hands to clap, right? So the first thing you got to do is you got to be positive. You got to think outside the box, and you got to be able to think positively in everything. Okay, so you've got to be able to see where you can move, and you've got to be positive about it. So you can't just tell yourself that nothing's happening, I ain't going anywhere, how do I move? All these things is going to just bring you down. Okay, so you've got to be positive in every single thing that you do. But to remain positive, you've got to always be the guy who knows what you want to do as well. So you got to sit down, you got to plan ahead, like what I said yesterday. Okay, second thing here, very important, is you've got to be organized. Okay, so you know to be honest with you, all of us are going to be all over the place. Okay, during these hard times, last year we thought that everything would be okay. So from MCO we went to CMCO. From CMCO we went to RMCO. From RMCO, it opened up a bit, and then from there we went back to um, well, basically CMCO, and then from CMCO back to MCO. So to be honest with you, we've got to organize ourselves now. So we've got to organize ourselves. We've got to know what we're going to do. Okay. Now, on the worst case scenario is if you don't have a job, you don't know what to do, and things like that. Hook me up. Give me a call. There are things that I could probably help you guys out with that I'm actually doing, which is also helping me out. Okay, so this could help you out because I definitely want to see every single person learn from this and take back the value. You might not take back anything else, but the value of learning this is what is going to make you move to the next level as well. So you've got to be organized. Sit down, plan your day, plan yourself, plan what you want to do. Even if it is going onto job street and applying for 10 jobs, it's still planning and still being organized with your whole day. Okay, but you can't be a person who just sits down and waits for things. So you've got to be organized and start doing things, thinking far ahead, so that you don't break down over the next week or 2 weeks or things like that. Okay, and the last thing here is you got to make sure that you are prepared. Okay, so you've got to be prepared for the worst. Okay, so let's be honest here. If you look at the whole world right now, the main issue is um, the pandemic COVID-19, right? So if we're not prepared for it, we're not going to be able to move forward in life. Yeah, because let's just be honest here. MCO is in place. People are losing their job. Um, it's very hard to even get a job, but it doesn't mean there's no job. Okay, so we've got to be a bit more prepared. If you can't do what you want today, you've got to do what you can today, right? So there's a difference. If you can't do what you want to do, you still can do uh, anything that allows you to make money. Okay, you should sell a product. You can do dropship. You can um, work on people's products. You can work at Domino's Pizza. You can sell food. You can do so many things. So what we realized in the first MCO was there were a lot of people who started cooking, started baking, started uh, teaching, started coaching, so many things that was actually going on. So what I'm just trying to tell you is you've got to be able to be prepared for the worst. So the worst is it's a full lockdown and you're not able to even walk out of your house. Okay, so that's the worst that's going to happen, right? But other than that, you're able to do things. So so I can actually, so if you have a product that you actually want to go out and make sure people are start to buy. So those are things that I could actually teach and train as well and things like that. So it depends. You've got to have this imagination where you are prepared in what you're going to do next. Okay, so here what I'm just trying to get you guys to understand is, again, all my topics are going to be based on you. Okay, so it's all about your mentality and how you move in things. So the first thing is, if you're positive, all right, what happens is you get yourself organized. Okay, and when you get yourself organized, it's only because you're prepared for the good, the bad, the ugly. All right, so these are very important factors for you to understand, for you to move, and for you to think in a way where it helps you to decide on what is your next move, what's your next step. Okay, so that's something really, really good for you guys. At the end of the day, what you just need to understand is, how do I make money, how do I sustain? Because right now the main issue is very simple. It's all about, can I survive and can I have an income? That is the main things in order to help people, or in order to help yourself, right? If you can survive and if you have an income, basically, somehow or the other you can actually put a smile on your face. But when you don't have these things, it's going to be very stressful, right? So you got to be able to break away from the norm, and you've got to come to the new norm, right? So these are things that you've got to be able to focus yourself and actually do it. Okay, so get yourself positive, make sure you're organized, and make sure you're always prepared. Okay, so the three tips I just want to share with you today that would actually make hopefully a difference with you moving forward. So the first one is, don't give yourself an excuse. No excuses, okay? There's no such thing as you cannot make money. There's no such thing as you don't have a job to do. There is no such thing. Do not give yourself an excuse to be complacent, to sit and do nothing, all right? You've got to be able to tell yourself, I cannot give myself an excuse anymore. I got to move forward, okay? Number two is, do not be afraid. All right, so do not be afraid of doing something that is not even something you are used to. Okay, so whether you're going out giving flyers, whether you're selling cupcakes, whether you're out on the street selling nasi lemak, whether you're doing Grab, um, whether you're doing anything that is giving you good money or giving you money, um, do not be afraid to do it. So there are guys where I have read as well who's doing Grab, and the guy works for 12 hours. Now if you don't want to work for 12 hours, that's up to you, but the guy who actually did Grab and did it for 12 hours a day over 2 months, he actually made 18,000 ringgit, which is 9,000 ringgit a month. Now to be honest with you, not a lot of jobs give you 9,000 ringgit a month, right? With this current situation, even if you were to apply for jobs, they're going to tell you that, hey, I'm looking at somebody, I can actually pay 2,000 ringgit or 3,000 ringgit, and the rest is probably commission or things like that. So do not be afraid to do it. Do not be afraid to work long hours. Do not be afraid to have a strong mentality. So remember, if you're positive, and you're not afraid, and even if you do something like even a Grab service, if you have the right mindset, if you're prepared to work the long hours, you're going to make money. So think about it, something's going to help you. And the third one here, for you to be successful, is you got to take action. So it's not about getting up today saying, yeah, what Lenny said is great, I got to go and do it, and then you sit down again and say like, maybe tomorrow. Okay, we've all got this habit where what we do is we tell ourselves it's okay, but it's not okay. Okay, it's not okay to not take action. Okay, when you're not taking action, it means you're not moving. So remember yesterday I was saying one step in front. So you've got to have that one step in front. You've got to be able to say, yeah, I unfortunately I lost my job, I don't have a job, I can't move forward. So it's okay, I'm gonna do Grab, I'm gonna do Grab food, um, I'm gonna go and look for a job. I'm gonna go and actually speak to somebody about it and things like that. So I just want you guys to take this. So if you've actually watched until here right now, thank you so much. But what I'm going to say is also this. So I'm actually going to, um, help one or two of you, if you really want. Um, Send me a message. We'll do a whole proper training. So probably um, an hour of training where it's a one-on-one session. So I'm really going to open this. It's totally free of charge. I just want to be able to help, one or two of you guys who really need it, who really wants to learn things. But when you actually hook me up, tell me what's your problem and tell me what you need and stuff like that, so that I can actually do a proper topic to actually teach and train. So it's really to help you guys out. So I hope that you guys share this video. I hope that you subscribe to my video, because this is something I just want to do. So, because to be honest with you, my training to is really expensive. When I did it for certain companies as well. So, training can go as high as a lot. Okay, it can even go as low as 50 ringgit and stuff like that, which is just to teach you guys. But so I just want to do something totally free and help one or two of you guys, and from there, if that works out, then we'll do things on a longer basis where I help you guys to actually pick up your feet and move to the next level. So hopefully you guys listen to this whole thing today, and please share, please subscribe, please get it out there, and help your friends to move forward. Okay, so I look forward to for you guys to have a really good weekend, and hopefully next week, probably we'll do it 3 days, and maybe next Thursday is when I'll actually have the free training. So again, this is basically to ensure everybody's on the right track and the right level in moving forward. So um, put aside the pandemic, remember, think positive. Okay, be organized and make sure you're always prepared. Okay, so thank you so much again. Have a good weekend, enjoy yourself. Speak to you soon.